Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jerry. I'm in my garage today. You saw me last week bring the Frontier OS27 into the garage. It was frozen in. I'm doing some things to it. I want to get some winter maintenance done on it. I'm going to change the oil and go through everything. But I noticed last year at the end of the season, I was off a little bit from here to here. I've adjusted this side a little bit. It was from end to end, it was almost 1/8 of an inch out. So this side was higher from the bunk by 1/8 of an inch than from this side. So I'm going to show you how to adjust that. I still got another 1/16 of an inch to take out. But we're gonna show you this, and it's a really easy. It's a simple way to adjust it. I'm guessing the reason when I first got my mill and set up, I had it level, but I suspect these cables here stretch over time to some extent. So like I said, I think it was about 1/8 of an inch out. So let's get this adjusted. Let's finish this up. I did adjust this side a little bit, and now I'm going to adjust this side. So I'll show you what you need, and we'll get this thing tuned right up. Now, one thing you can do when you set your mill up is check at each bunk. Let me put my glasses back on so I can see. All right, you get your mill all set up, and you got it leveled up. Now my garage, I have a floor drain, so my garage floor all slopes to the drain. So I had to level this up in here. So to check it, to just double check your level too, you can check every bunk I'm at. I try to find the lowest one. I'm at 6 1/16. Let's check the next bunk back. And I'll use the middle in that same tooth. Six 1/16. And that's at 6 1/16. So I would say this is pretty level. I can't get to the back bunk unless I laid a straight edge across it. But we're pretty level. So that's going to work for me. So what I'm going to do now is, let's see. We're going to take I take the lowest tooth if your blade's set correctly. So I'm at just under 6 1/8. And just at 6 1/16. So this does have, oh, that's the wrong tooth. Sorry. Right there. That's at 6 to the bottom of the tooth. Exactly 6 at the bottom of the tooth. And that's at, where did that, right there. 6 1/16 at the bottom of the tooth. So this side is going to have to come up a little bit. So let me show you how we do that. The blade lines up directly with the garage door seam. Sorry about that. So to adjust this, we have a jam nut right here. And then below, this bolt right here will turn. So I'm going to loosen the jam nut. The other side I already did. So I'm going to try to take them out equal. It was pretty loose. This side has to go up. All right, guys, now I'm going to go for some next level adjustment. I'm going to see if I can get this thing dialed right into the couple of thousandths. Let's see how far off we are with the tape measure now. Try not to put any pressure on the blade. Five inches and 690 thousandths. Let's try the other side. Okay, right there. 1 inch, 5 inches, 750 thousandths. So we're 60 thousandths off. I should be able to read that on the tape measure. Let's do that again. I'm just going to go right to the gullet and not the, maybe I have a tooth that's out of set a little bit. So we're at 5. I said 5, that'd be 4. Right at the gullet, 4 and 11/16. 11/16 is split the line. Oh yeah, it is out still. Right at the gullet, 4 5/8. So it is a 6. What side's higher now? I forgot. That side's higher. So I measured a 16th difference. A 16th is 62 thousandths, and that's exactly what that's showing, 60 thousandths. So I am going to lift this side up a little bit more. I noticed also it takes a lot of thread, a lot of turning to get yourself takes a lot of turning to move. So let's go. That lifts it. Let's try that. Looks like I got about 30 thousandths more to go. Now 30 thousandths, are you going to see that? No, you probably won't even see that in the board, but why not get it if we can? Loosen the jam nut. And raise this. Oop, wrong way. You can see a 16th. You can see 60 thousandths with no problem. Oh, that's going to be really close. All right, let's mic it. Problem I'm having with the mics is I can flex this a little. Let me put another round of tension on it. I don't have it tensioned all the way up, so that might be part of the situation here. Let's get her tensioned all the way up. Okay, I have it tensioned to where I'll be in the field. Let's just double check this, make sure nothing wacky happened. Okay. Oh, it's gonna be close. If I'm off, it's only gonna be a few thousandths now. I'm guessing 10 or 15 thousandths off. Okay, I'm gonna go between the teeth. That way I'm not touching anything. One inch, 725 thousandths. I'm sorry, 4 inches, 725 thousandths. One 4 inches, 724 thousandths. I'm within, I've got to measure that again. There's no way I'm within 1 thousandths. I'm sure there's variations down here from just dropping logs. I can, you know, but that's, I think we'll get it all the way to this guide. That way they're both in the same place, right next to the guide, and I'm not pushing down. Four inch, 722 thousandths. Four inch, 724 thousandths. I am really close. I'm going to call that good. So now I've got this set on this bunk. We proved that the center was the same in each bunk, so we know this thing's level. So now I'm going to check the scale and see where we're at on that scale. I'm going to put this camera at my eye level. So we're all in the same, that's right at my eye level. Okay, we're right at 5. I used the red line. I used the blue for cutting lumber. All right, let's see where we're at. Oop, I'm gonna have to move this forward. Let's see if can you still see the scale? You can. Okay. So the down tooth that is pointing down shows we're at 5 and a 16th. So this is off a little bit. So we're going to adjust that right now too. So this is easy. This comes off. This blue comes off. Take these 2 washers off. I believe that's a 14. So we're going to adjust this. We're going to put this right at 5 and a 16th. Now this scale only goes to 8ths. So we're going to split obviously an 1/8. Turned a little bit. Maybe I can, oh yeah, it's not tight enough yet. Worry about anything. Now, we're just really dialing this thing in. That's all we're doing here. Is this necessary to get, yeah, can be. We want accurate lumber. So let's set this right at 4. That's right at 4. I'm going to look for the down tooth, and we should be right at, oh my goodness, that's right at 4. Oh, there's the down tooth right there, and that is right, the bottom of that is right at 4. 4, 6, 8, 10. And I have detents, so they just drop right in. You don't have to over tighten them. All right. For me, that setup's critical, that height, and it should be for you as well. I also made these log stops. These are the factory log stops that I modified. I painted them every 2 inches. The first one's 4, then 2 after that, to 10. And I put detents in there where these thumb screws turn in. So they don't, if you roll a log up on it, they don't push down. I'm sure you've had that problem before. So now I'm going to check each detent and make sure we're good. Pretty sure we are, as long as it passes on number 4. So if I go to 4 inches, right at 4 inches, I designed these, I think I have a 1/4 inch of clearance. If it crashes, you'll watch it happen live. Nice. So that's all good. That's 4. So no, I know I'm safe at 4 to not hit these. So now I don't have to check them all because they used to all work. But I'll go up to, let's go up to 10. There's 10 right there. From time to time, I do repaint these. I just use Farmall red so I can see it. I always go past and I try to bring her down to it so we always have the backlash the same. 10. Nice. The last thing I have to do is put this back on. Washer, washer. Now the instructions call for another nut above this. I haven't found it necessary. I just put the one thumb screw on it. I really do like this Frontier scale. I think they use the same one. Move this. So you have, let me see if you can see this. Maybe you can see this. You have a 3/4 scale, a 4/4 scale, 6/4 scale, 8/4 scale, and it should, I think the last one says 9/4. I don't use that one too often. 9/8. So that's an eighth of an inch over. Boy, I didn't know that was on there. So that's an 1/8 inch over 2. I didn't know that was, I thought that would have been a 9/4 scale. Anyhow, so if you want a 3/4 inch board, this takes into account the kerf. So I would set this right on 3 with my eye, my crooked eye. And then what you do is after each one, I would crank it down. This is gonna be right in the way. So, nope, guess not. So the blue is right lined up with the 3. That's a 3/4 inch board. That one took it. And so you'd have your 3/4 inch board. So it does take into account the kerf. Okay guys, hopefully you got something out of that. If you need to adjust your Frontier sawmill head, it's not difficult. Again, it's just underneath these two cables. There's just a nut and a screw that goes up and down. You just thread it up and down and just get your proper adjustment. So each side of your blade is equal. So guys, that'll do it for today. Have a great day. Leave a comment, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe. Take care.